Have you ever been hurt so deeply that forgiveness felt impossible? We've all been there, at least once. Now, let me take you back to one of the most dramatic family dramas in the Bible: Joseph and his brothers. You know the story: jealousy, betrayal, slavery, prison, and eventually, redemption. But what if Joseph had held on to bitterness instead of extending forgiveness? Picture this. After being sold into slavery by his own brothers, Joseph endured years of hardship. He was falsely accused, thrown into jail, and left to wonder why God allowed such pain. Fast forward to the moment when his brothers stood before him, now the second most powerful man in Egypt. They didn't even recognize him. This was Joseph's chance to settle the score. So what stopped him from holding a grudge? If Joseph had chosen revenge over reconciliation, things would have turned out very differently. His brothers might have starved during the famine. Their families could have perished. Jacob, their father, would have died heartbroken, believing his beloved son was dead. And worst of all, God's promise to preserve Israel, the nation through which Jesus would come, might have been delayed or disrupted. Pause for a moment and consider the weight of that choice. Here's the incredible part about Joseph's story. Despite all the pain, he chose to see God's bigger picture. When he finally revealed himself to his brothers, he said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." That's not just wisdom, it's supernatural grace. It's choosing to trust God's plan, even when emotions scream otherwise. Now, think about your own life. Is there someone you're struggling to forgive? Maybe they hurt you intentionally, or maybe it wasn't personal at all, but it still stings. Holding on to anger may feel justified in the moment, but it only chains us to the past. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing wrongs. It means releasing the burden so we can move forward in freedom. Joseph teaches us an important lesson. Our pain has purpose. When we surrender our wounds to God, He can turn them into pathways of healing, not just for ourselves, but for others too. Forgiveness isn't easy, but it's always worth it. So, whether it's forgiving a sibling, a friend, or even yourself, remember this: letting go opens doors that bitterness keeps locked. If this message resonated with you, drop a comment below, sharing how forgiveness has impacted your life or who you need to forgive today. Let's support each other in walking this journey of grace. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe or follow, and share this video with someone who needs encouragement. Together, let's spread hope and healing. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks blessings beyond what we can imagine. See you in the next one.